Good evening and welcome to Infodeck, your computer magazine. Today we have a very interesting show. We'll talk about one of the topics most innovative of this time in the computer field, cloud computing. For this, we contact in the engineer Raúl Hernández, president of Dynamite. I am expert on this topic. Good evening, Raúl. How are you?
Albert, good evening. Fine, thank you.
Also, we have an expert internet analytic engineer, Renzo Molina, who works in Infodeck.com and dedicates site in computing, who will give his views on how cloud computing changed the internet. Renzo, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Albert. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Well, Raúl, your first what can you tell us about cloud computing?
Cloud computing is an internet-based computer system used to manage information service and application.
What is the meaning of the cloud?
The word cloud is used as a metaphor for the internet, and this is used to represent internet networks.
And what does it offer to public?
Well, cloud computing allows users to manage files and applications without installing them on any computer, only needing internet access. This technology offers a much more efficient use of resources, only using what is needed.
And how does cloud computing work?
The server and management software are in the cloud, the internet, and are managed by the service provider. Thus, it is much simpler for the consumer to enjoy the benefits. In other words, the information technology becomes a service that is consumed in the same way we consume electricity or water.
Could you give me an example of how you can use the cloud?
A simple example of cloud computing is the system of documents and electronic applications, Google Docs or Google Apps. For use it, you do not need to install software, just an internet connection.
Engineer Raúl Hernández, thank you very much. Don't go because I will make one last question. We now turn to Renzo. Tomorrow we examine this last topic and we last told Mr. Hernández. Cloud computing can be found in something as simple as Google Docs. That there are other services offered by cloud computing.
Well, Albert, cloud computing is becoming the fastest job. Unlike the Web 2.0, since that everyone has their own definitions, the engineer neither say that cloud computing offers many services, and these are divided into several categories, ranking from the ordinary users to developers, retail and electronics industry, offer software, platform, and infrastructure.
Could you example what those divisions?
Cloud computing is based on three fundamental pillars: software, platform, and infrastructure. Each pillar serves a different purpose in the cloud and covers different areas of products and services for the business and individuals around the world. In the segment of software, cloud computing has proven to be useful as a model of business. Running the software by a centralized service on the internet instead of local service, costs are greatly reduced. Moreover, by eliminating maintenance costs, the extension and hardware necessary to maintain local service, companies are able to run applications more efficiently from the IT perspective. The Cloud Computing Platform as a Service, or PaaS, allows users to access applications on centralized service, subsidized on the infrastructure of the cloud. In this way, allowing the operation of cloud applications, facilitating the implementation of the same without the cost and complexity of maintaining multiple layers of hardware and software as has happened so far. The last segment of the cloud computing infrastructure as a service, or IaaS, represent in many ways the backbone of whole the concept. The infrastructure is what allows users to create and use software applications. Instead, keeping data centers or service, customers buy the resource as a completely external service. The service provider changes as the basis set at the amount of resources consumed.
And in the software, what are the offered services?
Well, we have SaaS, software as a service. This type of cloud computer delivers a single application through the browser to thousands of customers using a multi-tenant architecture. On the customer side, it means no upfront investment in service or licensing. On the provider side, with just one application to maintain, our costs are lower compared to conventional hosting. A very known example of that is Salesforce.com. That's applied in very great game of application as Google Apps and Soho Office. The second is utility computing. The idea is not new, but this form of cloud computing is getting a new life from Amazon.com, Sun and IBM. In others who now offer storage and virtual service that IT can access on demand. Early enterprise adopters mainly use utility computers for supplemental, non-mission critical needs, but one day they may replace parts of the data center. Other providers offer solutions that help IT create virtual data centers for community serve, such as 3Tera's AppLogic. The third is web service in the cloud. Closely related to SaaS, actually. Web service providers offer APIs that enables developers to exploit functionality over the internet. Rather than delivering full-blown applications, they run from the providers offering discrete business services, such as Iron and Asignature, to the full range of APIs offered by Google Maps, for example. The fourth is MSP, Managed Service Providers. A managed service is basically an application exposed to IT rather than to the end user, such as virus scanning service for the email and application monitoring service, which Mercury and other providers. Managed security services are delivered for the SecureWorks, IBM, and Verizon. That's example that is cloud computing. The fifth is Service Commerce Platform. It's a hybrid of SaaS and MSP. This cloud computing service offers a service hub that users can interact with. They're most common in trading environments. Well-known examples include Radar, Commerce, and Ariba.
Cloud computing is only for programmers?
Not actually. Cloud computing can be applied in almost any environment. From the small business that needs secure website e-commerce quickly and cheaply, to the ferry operator that reaches high peaks in its computer system in May and June, while the rest of the year is completely inactive. Each application can be very useful, for example for the fire service, when they suddenly more need computing power to predict movements of fire during the summer. Service covering cloud computing from individual business applications such as calculate taxes or rents to outsounding high-performance computing for complex 3D designs, films, or scientific research. The client can at any time decide which application to use and choose from those that are free with are not. For paid application, the cost will be a function of several variables, such as the contracted service, the time that the service has been used, the volume of the data traffic, etc.
Thank you, Renzo. Now, Engineer Hernandez could give us a closing opinion about the topic.
Well, although cloud computing is only in its beginning, it is still improving safety, reliability, increasing infrastructure levels and lowering costs, providing benefits to entrepreneurs and developers, supporting the development of new systems, programs and applications.
Well, with this, we hope that you have understood what cloud computing is